What is this wooden thing with two brass circles and a leather and wood handle in a pub in rural England? Approximately 30 centimeters long. It may have been bought from one of these pub furnishings companies that buy oddities and sell them on to pub companies, so it may not be related to pubs at all. Both of the brass circles have a thumb-operated lever, and the circles open outwards. Nothing behind them, though. I would very much like to know what it was originally made for. It's an antique game bird carrier from the late 19th or early 20th century. It was used to transport game birds, such as pheasants, shot in the field back to the game larder. You open those hatches to put the head through, and then slide the birds along on their necks. Pretty genius, even if morbid. What is this old machinery in my grandparents' basement? It has been standing there for longer than I have been alive. I could not really figure out what it was used for. Any help to identify would be great. It's a mid-century shaper for machining metal. A shaper is a type of machine tool that uses a reciprocating cutting tool to remove material from a workpiece. The workpiece is held in a vise or bolted to a table, and the cutting tool moves back and forth in a linear motion to create flat surfaces, slots, or other features. What is this metal object found in our woods? My husband found this metal object stuck in the ground at the base of a dead tree in our woods. It seemed like it was loose and should be easy to pull out of the ground, but it is apparently stuck pretty far down, as we were unable to get it out. Any ideas as to what it is? It's the back end of a fencing foil. The wire around the handle is what's usually wrapped around the leather or fabric for grip and to hold it in place. Maybe if you get it out of the ground, you get to rule England. What is this thing I inherited from my dad, who used it to store an old baseball patch and some tire pressure valve caps? It was originally my great-grandpa's, and no one has a clue. The glass is removable, and it fits in the inner groove. The piece of metal is from the underside of the lid. I tried Googling what I could make of the words, but came up with nothing. Do you know what it was used for? It's a 1950s pipe stand with a glass humidor. Here's another one I found online, which is very similar to yours. I believe the wood is mahogany, but I'm not certain. Tobacco goes in the jar, and the pipes sit on the side of the bowl, and the pipe rests in those indentations. I found this while thrifting in Australia. It's made out of carved wood, some sort of paper-like thing, and some string tying up coins for the base. The paper and wood are also painted gold. It also has some metal staples, and there's a tiny bit of mold on the paper. If I had to guess, it's East Asian and relatively contemporary. Any ideas? It's a mid-century Indonesian Balinese doll of Dewi Sri, the goddess of rice and fertility. They are made of coins, wood, string, and rawhide. She is considered the mother goddess who provides life, wealth, and prosperity. According to myth, her body became the source of all plants that benefit humanity, especially rice, after her death and burial. She is honored through offerings and by placing small shrines in her name in rice fields. What is this kitchen tool I found in the kitchen of a rental house? I didn't have a banana for scale, but it was about a foot long, and that end with the blade spins. Does anyone know for what this design is utilized? It's a watermelon windmill cutter. Place the cutter on one of the cut surfaces of the watermelon and push it straight through. The rotating blades cut the watermelon into a grid of cubes. You can adjust the depth of the cut to change the size of the cubes. A deeper push creates larger pieces, while a shallower push creates smaller ones. What is this metal-headed tool of some sort? I found in a box of crafting items. I'm not sure if it is a craft item. The head is 3 by 2 inches with a 5-inch handle. It has Rex made in Finland stamped on one side. I have been racking my brain for it for a while now. Does anyone know what this is? It's a 1950s to 60s ski wax iron, a tool used to apply wax to skis. The iron melts the wax, which is then spread evenly across the surface to improve glide and protect the base. It was made by Rex, a Finnish company with a long history in ski wax manufacturing since 1952. What are these cast iron interlocking monkey figurines found at a flea market? They're like the Barrel of Monkeys game, but the size and weight make them unlikely to have been a toy. Around 10 inches long and made of cast iron. Has anybody seen these before, or know what these would have been used for? These are mid-century plant hangers, made in Japan in the 1930s to 50s. These cast iron monkey hooks are traditional Japanese household items that were originally used in flower arrangements to hang vases. They can be used individually or be combined to make a longer hook. Wiki says the game Barrel of Monkeys was invented in the 60s and was plastic from the beginning. What is this thing I found while litter picking in Worcestershire, UK? I have no clue what it is. Around 40 centimeters long, with wooden handles, and the middle is rubbery. Hopefully someone can figure this one out. It's a massage roller, made by a German company Doppel and Punkt, from 1921 to 1940. Masseurs held the handles in either hand and rolled the device over the body, much like using a rolling pin. Each rubber section has a complex pattern of ridges and suckers to massage the skin. What is this thing under the kitchen counter of my new apartment? They don't come out. They are a rigid metal, and there is no name or any writing on it. Any information you can give will be greatly appreciated. This is an arc chute for a GE IntelliSwitch 250. It transfers power from the generator to the building's electrical system if power is disrupted. My guess is someone thought it was a knife sharpener, maybe bought it at a yard sale, and that's what they told them it was, and for 50 cents. What are these small statues I found at my dad's after he passed? My dad passed away recently, and we found these tiny statues in a box. They're about 5 to 6 centimeters in height, and none seem to be 100% the same. All have minor differences, as in they were handmade. I would love it if someone knows about them, as they're pretty cool. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.